some people like that. There's like, you know, there's like a little war, and if you got kicked out by Jimmy, I think it's G&S Lounge, I think is what it's called.
Let's see if I can look it up. But no, we have one of those. We got a Philly shop over here that has since gotten a lot worse. The original owner was apparently a very racist old man.
Yeah.
But his Philly cheesesteaks and burgers were fantastic.
I mean, you have to have a little dash of racism in your...
Exactly.
You know,
that's what we're finding out.
Yeah.
Because
you need a sweaty guy. That sweat adds the salt.
Some dude from New York that you always just wonder, like, what did you do to come down to Texas?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you're from Brooklyn.
It's witness protection bullshit is what it is.
And then he got pushed out because he was too racist.
Cheesesteaks.
Yeah, and now it's just like a regular Philly.
Yeah, I don't want my guy owning a... If you own a dingy sandwich shop, I need a little racism with my sandwich, you know?
Right. I mean,
I don't, not, you know... Not racism towards anyone. Yeah, exactly.
Everyone in a good sandwich shop should be facing the door, just in case.
I want to see the like tile ceiling, you know, but it's all like deteriorated and shit.
Right.
You know?
One of the tiles has to have a hole in it, and it's got to be yellow everywhere.
Yeah.
You can't tell if someone put it up there, if it's coming from up there down.
That's high risk, high reward. And I'm a betting man, dude. I'll take that all day, dude.
Right.
I'll play the numbers.
We were just talking about having upset stomachs. Having an upset stomach is a day-to-day thing.
Dude, for me, it's every day.
Exactly. If you don't have an upset stomach, you haven't had good food recently.
Dude, I am always hurting. Like, literally, I throw up probably like every other night, maybe. It's bad.
I'm right there. Like, when I wake up in the morning is when it happens.
Yeah.
Something about, like, whatever I ate last night and then whatever's coming down from, like, congestion or whatever.
It happens when I start laying down.
Yeah.
I'll wake up a lot and just be. You can ask her. I'll be moaning, like, until I like force myself to go puke, that's no way to live. But
I don't even drink anymore. But I still I'll lay down and I'll get the spins.
Do you still smoke?
Yeah, I smoke weed, but like it's also come down a lot.
Because that gets hot in my stomach sometimes. That's a weird thing. I feel the heat from the smoke in my tum tum, dude. I'm like, this is no good.
Thank you for saying heat too, because I've described it like there's heat in my belly.
Yeah,
like,
smoke is hot. It's a byproduct of fire. Turns out that shit fucking burns.
Yeah,
dude.
I never even thought about it like that. I'm sitting that close to a fire and just constantly breathing it in. But if I'm anywhere near a campfire,
but also it does help my tummy too.
Right.
And it's also funnier to call it a tummy. Anytime I've never been like, babe, my stomach hurts. I'm like, babe, my tum tum.
Tum tum's the word right there.
Will you hold me? I did it last night. And I know it's gonna happen. I ordered Whataburger and got it at like 5 a.m. I know what's following. You know, I knew to just get the chicken biscuit, but then I was like, oh, but a breakfast burger too.
Right.
Just stack fucking that shit on top of each other.
If I'm already doing one bad, I might as well do two bads.
Yeah, it's like a chaser, you know? It's like just a little a burger back instead of a pickle back, you know?
It's like chasing Rumple with a slightly less worse drink.
Yeah. It's like that's I was trying to think of the worst drink, but I don't think Rumple's pretty Malort. Dude, have you had Malort?
No, I've just heard the terrible.
Oh my god, it tastes like that's what I think like 9/11 tastes like. Shit, it's bad, dude. It tastes like pencil shavings and ass. There was a podcast for a while in Denton, a live one. It was called The Brave Boys, and before every one, the tradition was go to the bar next door and take a shot of Malort, and so that's how I got put on to Malort. I know it's like a Chicago thing too.
Yeah, and it's like everyone knows it's bad too. Like I don't think there's anyone out there repping Malort.
No, it's like how we were talking about. People like to go to bad bars on purpose. It's the irony. We're in the ironic culture of to where it's like it's that Dick's Last Resort like mindset, you know. It's like I'm gonna go have very okay food or drinks while being insulted by some fucking autistic guy, you know.
And you know what? They're all bad people. They need to be around other bads so they feel normal.
Yeah, for sure. And like I don't know, that would be a cool job because you don't have to fake it. You know what I mean? Like honestly, the people that go for fun to Dick's Last Resort, you might be a bad person because the food isn't good. Like if you need that, like your life is empty.
Yeah, if your parents are really bad, or you're even worse.
Right, but if you work there, I actually trust you the most because that's a real service industry motherfucker, you know. Like I you know, you've worked in restaurants, right? And stuff. Yeah, because I think we've talked about that, but like, you know, you have to go in and fake the smile, dude. Oh, I would love to, you know, when I'm hungover, just be like, just write bitch on someone's hat and put it on her head. Fuck it.
That's not even a joke. Well, fuck you.
I don't care. Go fuck yourself. Like some of them are like that too. They're not even funny. It's just like they're like beaten down, just like
you can tell who's in front at the line at Dick's Last Resort because it's like 4 jokes and the 5th person gets the first like, all right, fuck off.
Yeah,
you're fat.
Yeah, and it's always a fat guy doing it. It's always a fat fucking dumb some dude fucking shitting on,
Because he needs constant creativity, and if you're gonna get creative at that job, it's just hate.
Yeah. I do.
Self-loathing.
I imagine you start out pretty creative, and then just this more beats you down to the hats to become more bitch. Just like less. There's no nuance to it. You're just like, I fucking hate everybody.
Yeah, it goes from a joke to just more and more inner monologues.
Yeah.
Dumb slut.
See, because I'm at a country club right now, and I can't do that at all. I have to suck these rich people's fucking dicks. Some of them are really cool. It's actually it's a pretty cool member. I think, dude, this is crazy. I think Brian Callen might fucking join. I guess he's just moved to Austin.
Really?
And our guy said he told me the other day that he gave him a tour, and that guy Brian Callen might join. So that
could be pretty fun.
Hey, that could be cool. I'm a bartender, so he'll be there.
Right. Someone's got to keep him entertained.
Yeah, exactly.
And you got to seem like you have the right demeanor for a bartender where, like, I need my bartender to be nice, but also kind of hate me.
Yeah.
And not for anything
well,
I did.
Well, those rich people love me
in.
because, they see the hand tattoos and stuff, and it's like, they're very like, oh, look at our cool bartender.
We are one and the same because I'm paying him to pour me drinks.
Yeah, they think I'm cool, and I think they're cool because I regret these tattoos and all my life decisions. These guys are looking at stocks. I'm like, that's so sick, dude.
And they're looking at you like, oh,
rock music's tight.
I just didn't have to impregnate my wife, and I would have had a fun life.
Yeah, and it's been pretty cool, man. I've been playing so much golf. That's like that's my new thing, dude. It's fucking,
yeah?
You ever? Yeah, I mean, you're ex-baseball. See, baseball, they would never let us play golf.
No, because it'll fuck up your swing.
Yeah.
And it has since fucked up my golf swing.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I swing like a fucking like Mark McGuire, post steroid, not noodle arm Mark, but
just Barry Bonds and it's just muscling it out.
It has gotten a lot nicer. You can ask her because we used to go to Top Golf before I got this job, and now I've gotten clubs since, dog. I bought golf shirts. I love this shit, dude.
I stole my dad's. Like they're all just the old piece of shit.
Yeah, he wouldn't let me take his. My dad's got some pretty tight Callaways, but it's been sick. I go with like Jamie Gravy, and like there's a whole group of Austin comics that are playing all the time, and
it's so funny how like golf has kind of just become the thing over the past 10 years, or I've just gotten older.
No, you've just gotten older.
Yeah.
It's what happens after
it's golf in
30
World War
years.
II.
It's not the past 10 years. It's what happens after you turn 30.
Damn. Okay.
Because it's only other,
It's coming quick though. I sneezed the other day and threw my back out, so I'm probably gonna hit it earlier than 30.
Yeah, no, it's also I've been having to stretch for my golf game, boys. I'm an athlete again, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I might drink or smoke out there, but
I've always been the level of Mark McGuire level athlete where someone got onto him for smoking cigarettes and like, aren't you an athlete? Can't you not smoke? I'm like, I'm not an athlete. I'm a baseball player.
Right. Yeah. I mean, some of the most unathletic people I know are great baseball players. Just some fat motherfuckers that can fucking yak it over a wall, dude.
Move it.
Yeah.
Well,
but then they round first and they get injured, you can pull a hammy, dude.
They hit the most beautiful single you've ever seen.
Yeah,
and got stuck in the fence. You're like, just go.
Just on a rope, but it takes them fucking 10 minutes to get down the baseline. We had a kid, his name was Charlie. Coach Chuck was his dad, and he was our coach, so he's a coach's son. Mm-hmm. And he was a good ball player, fat kid, but it was so funny because he just got hurt in the most ridiculous ways all the time. And he's just this like whiny fat kid that always like, I don't know why we were the worst teammates. We loved Charlie, but it happened so often, dude, that it kind of became a bit. Dude, it's like, how is this fat fuck gonna find a way to get hurt? Again. The
worst part about that bit is these years later, I'm Charlie.
Yeah, I know.
We found him again.
Oh yeah, I bet Charlie's way healthier than my tummy hurts. Look at Charlie; his tummy never hurt.
I just met my dad was actually the coach. I was actually the fat kid. I remember I pulled my hamstring tripping over home plate, the flattest of the bases. I was Charlie. Decent ball player, but you weren't looking to the fat kid.
You guys you're doing softball now, right? With all the comics.
Yep, and it's going.
Yeah, you guys. We didn't win a game. Because I played when that team started with Reggie French, and we didn't win until I think our very last game. We won a game.
So we made it through the first season without a win. I had to bow out because I dislocated my shoulder.
Whatever, dude. You fucking. I needed. You're like, I cannot fucking do this anymore. You fucking.
Well, I'm back in,
my shoulder.
Yeah, I'm a masochist at the end of the day, so now I'm back in for the third season.
Yeah, and it's also just to live out your fucking, because I don't know about you, I still get like baseball dreams all the time. Softball kind of, dude, it's so sad. It's like, I'm the epitome of like, you reached your peak back then, you know?
Because what's that baseball movie, like The Natural? Like where he becomes a 46-year-old man and out of nowhere he can chuck the old ball again.
Yeah, and I will have dreams of like, I'll wake up right before I'm about to have the game winning whatever, and I'm just like, I'll try to go back to sleep in the same position to go back into the, I'm like, no, go back to the game, dude.
Arm over like this.
Yeah, all right, fuck. I gotta put a pillow back
Where
to my
was
leg.
it? Where was it?
I gotta find that sweet spot, baby.
I was more comfortable than
Yeah,
this.
I gotta live out my fucking the shit I never finished. Really,
I don't care that I was naked at home plate. I was gonna hit a single.
It's
Is that your worst nightmare? Just being naked in person?
If you give me an opportunity to go bat naked, I'll do it. Just give me a shot.
just hit the ball with your dick. It's little the Steve-O swing or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah. Ryan Dunn.
Yeah.
All I need is one swing to get me on a minor league AAA team. That's all I want.
You think so? Adult baseball is funny. Like the guys that play in these like whatever men's league, like real baseball. John Brown was trying to get me to do that for a while. You know, I'm like, dude, we have stand up to. You know how John is. He has a new skin.
He's fucking good.
Yeah, John is good. Yeah, and he was like, or I don't know. I haven't played with John, but the way you can tell when someone can play. You know,
He tracked the whole outfield and made a diving grab like Ichiro out there. I
Oh,
was
yeah.
like, John, Jesus Christ.
Oh, dude, I balled it. I will say we never won a game, but man, I balled it for that fucking softball team, dude. Meanwhile, these female comedians fucking all my shit up, dude. Like, you bitches can't hit for shit, dude.
Just get it on the ground.
Just kidding, girls.
You're trying out there. That's what we care about.
Good game.
No, we've actually gotten a lot better. It's hilarious to watch like the first game in comparison to like the third
Well, I
game.
saw your lineup's better now, too. I forgot who I saw, but there's some athlete. Is Thomas still playing, Craig?
Thomas is on.
Thomas is fast as hell, dude. Thomas is
fast as hell,
impressive.
and he'll hit a rope. Like
Yeah.
he's good for a double just about every time.
He's good for a fucking Chiefs fan.
He was out there talking about that, and I was just waiting for him to talk about it, and then someone brought it up. He's like, "Not today." I was like, "Whoa."
Oh no! Oh poor you, Thomas, with all your championships. I'm on cloud nine. I will say I've been. You know, has
it died off at all yet, or is he still?
This one does not feel real because it was such a blowout and
such a fucking.
And I was very drunk by the end of it, you know, because I was celebrating. But yeah, it doesn't even feel like it happened. You know, like
41 to 24,
40 to 22.
Were you happier with this one or the last one?
I do not know there because the first one was amazing.
Yeah,
you know,
it was
that
out
whole
of nowhere.
Foles thing. It
Yeah.
was the first one ever. I've seen them come close my whole life. You know,
Philly special too.
Yeah, the Philly special before half is fucking insane.
Against Brady.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Brady also dropping a pass that game was insane.
Well, just the last play too, like when they sacked Brady,
And it was just a better game. That's the thing too. Like that was, but this one also is tight for me. You know, I love seeing Jalen Hurts get his flowers. That dude deserves it all.
Because he was getting a lot of shit talking this year.
Always, bro. They always fucking, you know, it's always like, motherfuckers are. Look, I know Justin Herbert's a good quarterback, but the amount of times he gets thrown over Jalen, where it's like, bro, you know, it doesn't all look the same. You know what I mean?
First round bounce every year. He can't be that great of a quarterback.
Yeah, and Jalen's made the playoffs every career, you know, when he started from the beginning of the season. So I don't know. It's funny. People are congratulating me though, which I thought that was weird. I got so many like, good job on the win, dude.
You did it.
Yeah.
I didn't know you fucking played.
I was like, what, for like 30 weeks of binge drinking, dude? And that includes preseason, playoffs, even bye weeks, dude. I'm fucking
just being nervous.
Yeah, like people, they're congratulating me for like my girlfriend's like worst nightmare. You know what I mean? Like living, I can't imagine. I realized that the other day too. I was like, damn, dude, she's just been living with like, you know, because Eagles fans, they love yelling and spelling things. You know, it's like living with a fucked up Sesame Street character. You know, just teaching her how to spell a certain bird. You know, like out.
Well, someone needs to teach the mayor.
Yeah. Dude, L. It was ELGLES Eagles. She rules. She's insane.
No, that's definitely the mayor of Philly if you ever had one.
I was thinking I do want a Super Bowl tattoo, and I was thinking about getting that, just the ELG.
No regrets, not even one letter.
Yeah, dude.
And that's funny. So I guess now is a good spot to any to intro the episode. So thank you to come back to another episode of the Dingbat District podcast. We've got a very fun episode. I've been waiting to get this one going for a while now. A very funny guy. I met him before he left to go to Austin. Y'all make some noise at home and here. Is it B?
I don't remember.
Okay, we're going to press up button. But for the very funny Joey Johnson. All right, well, fuck
not
me,
B.
I guess. It's not anyone.
There we go.
There we go. Hell yeah.
That's a good one.
Sick ass riff, boys.
Well, thanks for coming out, man.
Yeah, dude, for sure, man. Thanks for having me.
So we were talking about outside. You just came back in town. You did Sharks on Friday. That went pretty well from what you were saying.
Yeah, it went fine. There were just drunk bitches in the front that eventually I walked.
Hey, yeah, that's what you get to do.
Yeah. Well, they had these like obnoxious shirts on, and Robin, I guess, told me this is like a TikTok thing that like, you write something slutty or fucking dumb and you give it to your girlfriend and she does the same for you and you have to wear them out.
So we were just talking about they're dicks last resorting their own friends.
It's bitch's first resort. It's bitch last resort.
Are you writing "cum slut" on your shirt and wearing it out in public?
One of them, it was this girl with, I guess if you want to call them iconic, it said, these titties aren't chronic, but they're iconic. What was it? Do you remember? Something about the titties being iconic, and I made her mad. I was like saying how iconic subjective, you know what I mean? I was like, some people in parts of the world think 9/11 was iconic. And then I called them the two towers because they were falling down, and that didn't end well. And then the other one, her friend had hairy flaps matter. And I didn't realize what was going on. I didn't know this was like a TikTok thing, like that you do.
So she was actually putting out awareness for hairy flaps?
Well, her friend did it for her. You have to wear it with the shirt the friend makes for you.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, so it is Dicks last resort-ish. I guess it's some TikTok shit, and I didn't even know that was a thing. So I was already confused. Then they started hating me after that. They did not like me at all.
Yeah, but good for them for trying to get that out there. I don't know what, like, TikTok should have been taken away.
As soon as I stopped fucking with them and turned to one person, I immediately turned back around and they're gone. they found their escape opportunity. So
Well, that's what they want at the end of the day. As much as they want to have a good time, they also just want to be the center of attention.
yeah, fuck them.
Oh, they want something to bitch about on Monday as well.
I mean, they have something too.
Got a story now.
Some of the things I said, they have a few.
There was this guy at this comedy club, and we were being aggressive whores with our shirts. But
Well, and she did she then played the girl heckler card where it was like, I don't like you. Which makes you feel so, like, call me a fucking asshole. Don't say I don't like you. Like, dude, I would so much rather be called a bad word than like someone tell me I'm weird, or you know what I mean?
like, no shit, I'm doing this.
At 34, weird or like being not like, I don't know. Just call me a name, dude. Don't call me a weird guy.
It's like dude compliments.
It's like a step away from being called a pervert. I don't need that.
It's the same feeling as getting a compliment from a dude, because
Yeah.
never once growing up did I have that. So like when I get like, hey man, you look
Never
good
once did
today.
you have what?
Like a compliment from a dude.
Did
like,
you have a dad?
Well, yeah, but he was a good dad, so he called me a pussy.
There we go.
We got the same thing with my friends.
Damn.
Like they punch me in the nuts or call me a. You're like, that's a good friend, and then now I have dudes that are like, you look nice today. I'm like, what are you about to say to me?
Yeah.
Like-
now it's positivity culture. Now it's all
sucks.
get it, king. I'm like, what the fuck did you call me, dude?
Get the fuck out of here. Stop that.
That's fair though. But there's also some people that like aren't friends with you that will do that, and I'm like, well, no, call me king. You can't.
No.
You cannot call me pussy,
Yeah,
dude.
kiss
I
the
will,
ring, bitch.
Yeah, that'll make me so I'll get fired up so quick, dude.
No, but I miss like the old the stories about like the Comedy Cellar back in the days where like the Patrice is throwing or phone books at Kevin Hart.
You can't do that now.
No, because now you
Because
just
you get canceled. Everyone's like, he was mean to me at a comedy club.
Yeah, now take away his 5 minutes.
I
He
miss
gets
when
once every
bullying
6
was a
months.
part of comedy.
Yeah,
I miss that.
It's all comedy.
Because we all got into this because we were bullied.
Right, so now it's our
all
turn.
a coping mechanism. I mean, I wasn't bullied. I was cool as fuck. But
I'm not one of you fucking nerds.
Well, you fucking guys are here for a reason, dude. I was the bully sometimes.
I just had to make sure there was a bully in this realm too.
Well, who was it? It's what are the comedy do? It's the two black brothers. Do you know what I'm talking about? They were on Pete Holmes' Crashing Show, and they brought it was funny. They said there's two kinds of comedians: the ones that were called in school and the ones that called people in school.
Yeah.
Which I got a little bit of both in our. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
Yeah.
Are those the guys that are basically the black Sklar twins?
Yeah.
Just also very dry, same hat, same clothes.
Yeah. They look like little Spike Lees because they have the glasses and the little flip tats. Yeah.
They're on like 22 Jump Street or something.
Yeah,
I think.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. They're funny as fuck. And that was just a funny point. I was like, damn, that is very, very real.
Oh yeah, because someone's got to continue the bullying around here.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, dude. No more bullying in Dallas, dude. What happened to this place?
Well, I can tell you exactly
I
what
see
happened.
there's too much bullying in Austin.
You guys, the older guys, stopped coming to the open mics.
Yeah.
Making me at like 18 months one of the most experienced in the room. It was like, fuck this.
Yeah,
This
it's a
sucks.
lot of green out here now. I mean, I don't recognize a lot of people now.
I mean, I don't recognize a lot of people, which is ridiculous because I'm nowhere. I just started in the realm of it.
You're 18 months in.
I'm a little over 2 years at this point.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, I'm still a baby if you go by. You're as
Well, it comes in waves too, man, because you get a lot of like after COVID, especially all the new people that came, and then a lot of them ended up quitting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a lot of like,
There's
it's
like
like
a
a restaurant industry turnover service now.
No, straight out here, especially. I bet you have so many options out here too, and there's so many clubs, but they're also spread out.
Yeah,
You know, so it's hard to catch someone, you know, if like, you know, that turnover rate is like that. It's hard to catch someone, you know, on the off chance though, you guys are at the same place, you know?
Yeah, and you know, like, yet they don't have that in Austin as much. Like the turnover rate is a lot higher than I thought it would be. It's still probably lower than it is
There's a
here.
lot of, I feel like there's more delusion in Austin because of, you know, and like, look, obviously the Rogan Kill Tony thing has like helped so many people and it's like an opportunity there.
Right.
That's why people are going there, you know, but it's also brought a lot of people that have never, you know, there's a lot of people that move there to do their minute, you know, which, and then that, but hey, but there's massive delusion there because they don't have to do longer sets. A lot of the bar mics are tough. So a lot of these guys will just bomb for 3 minutes every night and, you know,
Yeah,
and that's fine.
I know a dude like
You
were
get
saying,
better that way, you know.
Yeah, there's a dude that I know, like you were saying, that took out a loan on his house to go down there to do his minute, and then in the time he was waiting to do his minute, still hasn't gotten pulled, and got kicked out of like the biggest open mic you can do while down there, not Kill Tony related. And so now you're like, he took out 50% of his options if you
At
don't count.
Mothership mic?
No, it was one of the side ones. But like he did a joke that got him banned from doing it, and I think he used to like actually run the mic.
Yeah, if you're doing a joke, if you get banned for jokes in Austin, you're saying some shit, dude.
I'll tell you afterwards. But, well, actually, Blake, just bleep it out.
Yeah, I'll bleep it.
He was wearing. He wasn't wearing.
Oh, I know about this guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
He came from here, and he would try to do that here in Dallas. I'm like, don't do that.
What?
It's not gonna do what you're. It's not gonna work.
That's crazy.
Nah, you're probably right. I'm not gonna do it. And then he went down to Austin and did it. It was like, it's still not gonna
It's still
work.
not gonna work.
100 miles away and different doesn't make it
Yeah.
fucking anything.
I mean, if you go on the street and do it, you're fine in Austin. You see a lot of assholes and dicks, and you know.
Well, then you
I've
make it
seen
famous
seen
on the-
homeless vagina out there, and that scarred in my brain forever.
How bad is the homeless down there?
It's crazy.
Really?
It's very, very sad, and it's like and they are way more. There's a lot of mental health issues with it. More so. Like it's a lot of screaming at cars and shit. I mean, you see some of them walking around with literally adult It's sad, bro. It's bad.
Did you see this video of the lady? It was in Dallas, not Austin, but it made me think of it. The lady that was in Dallas on top of the cop car and fell through.
No,
I got to see if I can find
what?
that. Yeah.
she arrested herself.
Yeah, she fell straight into the backseat.
Dallas cop car girl on top.
I think it was from like, yeah, here it is. Oh,
Damn,
fuck
gonna make you
you.
log into Facebook for that?
God damn it, I hate all this bullshit.
It was in East Dallas.
Yeah, it was, honestly, you can almost see DCC in the background. Like, it's
Yeah.
like right over there. Oh, fuck, how would I get there? How did I see?
See,
Instagram.
Deep Ellum. I mean, that makes sense. It's pretty bad over there too.
Yeah, man. Well,
It's not as bad as everyone says, though. I mean,
that's
Screen
exactly.
recorder on?
people.
Oh,
There's like more black people out there now instead of like the old rock punk scene. Everyone's like, "Oh, Deep Ellum's gotten rough."
This one?
You guys are
Yeah.
just kind of.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then hit space. And then, boy.
Nice. Okay.
We're getting better.
We're getting better.
You guys are getting. You got it.
He's just also having to teach a Down syndrome kid how to use all this stuff. So,
How to use a computer.
yeah. Dallas cop car lady.
We're gonna find it, boys. No results found.
Well, it was on that.
It's not real.
Yeah. It was on that Dallas, Texas specific page.
The Dallas TV.
Dallas
Texas
TV, that's what it
Dallas, Texas TV, I think. Right? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love their shit. They post some
Oh, yeah.
wild shit, dude.
It's good information, too, sometimes.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Oh, dude, I know exactly. I used to live by that 7-Eleven. Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, that's right.
During COVID, I lived right over there. That's close to Ash Lane and like yeah.
CBC too.
I think yeah. I mean, it's right before.
Holy shit.
Oh, she went through the window. That's
To
crazy.
her credit too, when she went through, she's still talking shit.
Dude, that area is sketchy as hell. I lived over there during COVID.
I was
That's
also,
like right before you can go into like Deep Ellum and stuff. Or
Oh, okay,
downtown
yeah, yeah,
Dallas or
Wow.
Where's the cop?
these are probably in the 7-Eleven. Fucking
Getting a donut.
No, he
That
might just have to be in that. That 7-Eleven's rough, dude. Especially during
really?
COVID. Yeah, that place is. I know exactly where that is. That's funny.
Is that one of these places that had to start blaring classical music just to get all the homeless
Oh,
people
the
away?
fucking opera music, dude. They do that in Denton, next to where my old coke dealer's house was. So it makes sense. But there's nothing funnier than seeing crackheads listening to opera.
They start catching along with it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, no, they're
scratching along, just scratching to the rhythm.
Scratching a Bach.
It's sad, but I mean, it doesn't scare them away.
Well, at that point, shit, if I was living on the street like that, I hope I was that high.
Yeah, for sure.
That'd be fucking crazy.
Sure.
All the boons
They're
wine in
probably
the
so
world.
high they don't even hear it.
No, not at all. With some of the, I mean,
Background noise.
it's a joke I do now, but I legitimately had a Dallas homeless man ask me for a cigarette, and when I said no, he flexed on me like he was gonna punch me, called me a and then walked off saying I was a bigger bitch than the third voice in his head. I was like, yo, like this is
Damn, you want to do an open mic?
that's the funniest thing I ever heard. You just walk up to me and said that? God.
It's bad, dude. It's bad out there. I mean, it seems really bad in, like, I don't know. Dallas isn't that bad, but that area does get rough. That 7-Eleven, yeah, you'll see some shit. And I was living over there during COVID, and I don't know, it's an unfair misconception, but you'd be like, oh, germs. It's fucked up. The homeless people are like, do you have any money? I'm like, sorry, COVID.
Don't
Sorry,
have to.
you're 30. That's not cool. It's not okay.
I have 18-month reason not to give you money. Please get away from me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man. So, like, what was comedy like in COVID around here? Was it just a dead stop?
Yeah. So I lived out in East Dallas in a trap house. So I was just I just did a lot of cocaine and played Madden. It was tight as fuck, honestly. I had a great time. I was like, shit, I don't have to do comedy. They had online virtual shows. That was fucking terrible.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. People,
I mean, if Norm McDonald couldn't do it, I don't
people
know
would
how we were.
Like Zoom shit?
Zoom in. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. Terrible. There's a massive disconnect. I don't think I ever did one of those. I did do a couple like live like podcasts, through Zoom and stuff. I did try. My buddy, he's like a big gamer, and he had like I guess there's a game you can play online, like those VR rooms, the first stand up.
Yeah, that failed to render.
Dude, if you want to hear some wild, racist, or terrible shit, dude, there's also people that no. But I was up there trying. I tried it, and I we were fucking smoking weed. My buddies, you want to try it? He said, try your set. I tried it, dude, and these guys just kept saying hard R. I mean, and so yeah, it's rough, dude. It was that. But
Hasn't felt more like Modern Warfare 2 in a long time.
Yeah, dude, it was insane. I will say, after 6 months, we reopened, and so the clubs reopened. Texas just didn't give a fuck,
Right.
And so reopened, and then literally the shit spiked again. So after I think 2 weeks, club closes back down again. Then you had another 6 months before that. It was just weird. Audiences did not know how to act when they came back. That was weird. Like, people forgot how to behave.
Right.
Like, they've been going crazy in their goddamn fucking.
Yeah, no, I remember the very tail end of COVID people coming out was when I started.
Yeah.
And these people were fucking animals.
Yeah, they didn't give a fuck. I mean, they were just, it's Wild Wild West then. People were just happy to be out, and fucking shit up.
And the only things that were popping while COVID was going on was the crowd work clip, so everyone thought that was the norm. You're like, no, they did that for 60 seconds, that show, and then went into material.
Yeah, the crowd work clip thing is, that because that's now planted, and especially for those, those audience members would show up because they would see comedian owns heckler.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people started coming to shows and disrupting them because they wanted to be on viral videos.
Yeah, they wanted to be the back of that head.
Yes, they wanted to be the because a lot of people want to do stand up, but they won't. They're scared of it, right?
Yeah.
What's the next way to do it? Is go fuck up someone else's set, and then if you do it to your favorite comedian, they're gonna get my ass because some people love being roasted.
Yep.
They love being the center of attention, but they won't do stand up, so they view it as you're basically getting secondhand clout from if that video goes viral,
right?
And then and you're right, it became the the whole Matt Rife thing, that's there's good and bad in that because it did change audiences.
Oh, and did you ever go look at Matt Rife's material?
Yeah, well, and in fairness, look, I respect the guy's hustle. You know, it's
No,
fun.
he's
And I
sharp
think-
as a tack. I'll give him that till the day I die.
And it sucks that he's a good-looking guy because no male comedian likes him. Then you know that's like the worst fucking thing.
I just don't like him because I heard one actual joke, and it was, I like working out with black guys because they make me work harder. I was like, this is gonna be weird.
They make me work harder.
Yeah, they're just like, I like you being yelled at by black guys, and then he said reparations. Like, I'm done.
All right, hell yeah, dude.
This is just the most fucking
Crowd work
LA.
shit changed everything, but it also it's because people don't want to burn their material.
Yeah.
You know, if they do have material, you know, like I'll do my fair share of crowd work, but I also have material, but there's stuff I don't want to burn,
Right.
you know, and put out like that. But it's really changed a lot of the dynamics of an audience. Cause again, people don't know how to act. They want to be in the video. They now think heckling's okay because they see someone like Matt Rife constantly owning these like just, you know, dumb, horny teenage girls that are there to see him. And they're like, oh, I want that. You know, I want to be in that video. And then there's that, you know, Steve Hofstetter. Do you know who that is?
Yeah.
He's the one that kind of like, that's when we all make fun of like comedian destroys heckler. That's who they're like talking about. Cause all of his videos, it'll be like, and he has to plant these people. Like that's
some of them, because I've heard some dumb shit come out
dude,
of
it'll
these
be
videos.
like, he'll literally be like, comedian owns blind man in wheelchair. Like, I'm pretty sure look that up. I'm pretty sure that is one. Is Hofstad, it's a blind guy in a wheelchair. And then his whole thing is just like, oh, what are you going to do? Come up here? Huh, we don't have a ramp. You know? And it's like, and it doesn't feel real. Like there's no way.
While I'm pulling this one up,
Or just put Steve Hofstetter wheelchair.
yeah, it's probably better. I saw one from, do you know who Troy Bond is?
Yeah.
I saw one where he had someone yell the N-word at him, and then they were getting security kicked out, and I'm like, okay, that's good. That's for the best. And then he started talking shit while the security guard was getting him, and he's like sitting behind the security guard. And for a minute, I'm like, that's kind of funny. And then also at the same time, I'm like, that's exactly what it looks like too. Like that kind of looks lame as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, but that goes back to the whole, you know, most comedians being bullied or put, you know, like this is the time to stand behind the, you know. It's, you know, it's like, that's real time keyboard warrior shit. You know, it's like, oh, easy to say behind a screen. It's really easy to say that behind a security guard. You know, I'll talk all the shit fucking behind an offensive line sized man.
He was massive. But no, like that, and you'll see people posting open
Yeah,
mic
look,
clips.
gun-toting blind heckler in a wheelchair threatens comedian. This isn't real, dude. Gun-toting blind, like how many strikes can God have against you?
Yeah, like this isn't a movie at a certain point. Like this can happen.
I wonder why this is the most replayed part. It's probably him explaining that it's real. I'm sure he gets. There's no. I mean, and also here's the thing: we've done enough stand-up. It is possible. It is possible.
It's got to be somewhere around here.
There are blind people, and there are blind people in real.
Sir, I'm trying. Just thank you.
He looks like my uncle who's a computer programmer.
I appreciate it.
He looks like the Terrifier without makeup. Art the clown or whatever.
Sir, stop.
I'm the drunk
You're
dude.
the drunk dude. You think I didn't fucking know that? Sir, back away from the stage. This is the most surreal shit I've ever seen in my life. No, you were going in the right direction.
Oh shit!
Yeah, look at that shitty
It's a
fucking.
wizard.
With a motorized wheelchair with
That's
a
not Hagrid. That's Haggard.
Dude, is that a DUI?
I mean, he's not too far off from Lieutenant Dan.
He's just blind, losing the damn.
You got that. I appreciate
I wanted to get my sea legs dump.
it. You put your fucking hand down.
And you know, a shitty Vinny like that does not have a wheelchair accessible ramp for that stage.
When you pull your gun out of your pocket, sir,
How does a blind man shoot a gun?
Gave him a gun.
That's crazy.
shake your hand.
Yeah, you know what? I never mind. We do need background checks. That's insane, dude.
I don't think there's even one pawn shop guy that needs that money that bad.
I would have questions about the gun for a guy in a wheelchair, much less if he's blind, dude. Like, where do you put it in your waist? You know, you're gonna fucking shoot your fucking dick off.
Yeah,
There's
that
no-
rolls into your pawn shop.
Yeah.
Oh, you need a new
You
wheelchair?
hit one speed bump, dude. You're gonna shoot your leg.
Oh my god.
But it can't be. I mean, actually, this one could be. It's just. But he has so many of these.
He does, like, it's all of his things, because I remember finding him on Facebook when I had insomnia, because that's when you found Facebook early on, and that was all of his video. Like, there wasn't just ever material.
That's the thing too. He does a lot of, and I don't want to talk shit in case Steve Hawk Center could ever give me an opportunity,
right?
But
I'll never get one. So if you want to write it down, I'll say it.
I'm just kidding. But a lot of the times he'll like do this very okay. It's very like shut the fuck up crowd work, and then he just feeds into his like lukewarm material.
He's like a less intelligent Jesselnick, is what I've always felt.
Yeah. I don't know his material like that. I have seen him like, you can tell when he like. If some of these have to be planted, but also it also could be he's just maybe like such a unlikable comedian that I get a lot of heckles. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, they suck. And then you have to start asking yourself, is this a me problem or
like, oh god, the amount of time you're like, that crowd sucked. And you're like, at a certain point, when is it not the crowd's fault?
Right, comedian destroys self-awareness. That's what
the crowd last night sucked, but also the comics last night sucked too.
Yeah,
and myself included.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
This one might be real just because the video quality is shit.
But I mean, yeah. Also, when did this come out?
Let's see.
He's been doing this a while, dude. 11 years ago. That's why it's shit.
Yeah.
And also look at the lighting in that place. I mean, that's a rock venue. That's not a club.
Yeah, it does have the
homophobic heckler owned. Oh, I thought they were saying the Hofstetter, whatever. And so he has to talk before and be like, this is what happened. Just show me the goddamn fucking clip, dude.
Right, you don't have to. Don't give me any background knowledge. If it really
I do want to see what he says before this. If it's him trying to validate, because, dude, a lot of people think he, like, that's the big thing that he plants people, they say.
Right. Because I've also never seen marketing for him.
This clip needs a little bit of setup. My opener was Ryan Niemiller, who's a very funny comedian. That
I know Ryan Niemiller. He is funny.
Arms. He had done a joke asking for a volunteer, and when a gentleman named Eric volunteered, the joke was that he had volunteered to hold Ryan's dick while he peed after the show. Very funny, everybody laughed.
It's a great joke.
Yeah, that rules.
Or so we thought. Then, right after I did a bit about how I didn't have any kids, and I didn't particularly want any because most kids are terrible, Eric's table started getting a little chatty, and this happened.
I have this weird thing about me where I don't like people.
Yeah, he does seem pretty unlikable so far.
Yeah.
All right, settle down.
He reminds me of Mark Maron.
He's just scary. It's like a Maron Louis fusion. This is Bill Bohr. Just kidding, Steve. Love you. I'm sure you're listening.
The chatter kept getting
Pussy.
So as I was doing a bit about how invasive
Like, he just seems miserable. Like, I'm not even trying to like say he's a miserable man. Like, I feel bad
Maybe
for
he
him.
is a good comedian then. Maybe he does have some self-awareness.
He's got almost 1 million subscribers.
Yeah, 841. Don't act like I didn't see that.
And he was, yeah. Shut the fuck up, Blake.
No.
Damn it, dude.
I meant that for me.
Trying to shit on this very successful man.
They always tell you to punch up.
Even someone with a successful medical practice will not see that many dicks in a year or in a lifetime. You have to look at pictures of dicks all day. You just have to dick.
All day he's doing his Hedberg.
I guess if I work for the TSA, I could do that. The only jobs that see that many dicks are the TSA or perhaps Eric's profession. Those are the only jobs.
I guess it does need set up, but I wasn't listening. I was talking shit.
You're Ryan's personal dick handler. There's no one else. So he's a doctor. Any more jokes about Eric?
You don't have to talk.
He's so nice, which is why this is all in fun and games. Okay, Eric.
Jesus. Drunk white ladies at comedy shows, bro. Never mind, I'm on Steve's side now. Steve's cool as fuck. Own these bitches.
Honestly, I don't even think Eric might be a dick. I think he might be allowed, but I think it's just his table.
The bitches he's with. Fucking, I hate white women at comedy shows. I've made more enemies doing stand-up comedy with white women than I ever.
Oh, what happened? Can we hear about that?
No, that's always who ends up disliking me. It's white women, especially old white ladies. When I do like the abortion jokes or any sort of other, Yeah.
How could you talk about that? It's comedy. That's literally what this is for.
Yeah, and I put a little spin on the end of it that's like kind of for conservative people to laugh at it too, you know. And so yeah, but it always it's. I mean, I at hat you did you ever do hat tricks? That was kind of before your time.
No, I always heard the tales about it.
Yeah, the lore of hat tricks. So that was a bar in Louisville. And you know, it was an open mic hosted for a while by Mikey B and then Jamie. You know, two people who totally don't piss people off sometimes on stage. Two very sweet boys, and Jamie and Mikey. And yeah, dude. I mean, people would come. That was like, you know, and I could get it too. Like if you have been a regular at a bar after work for like 20 years, then suddenly they just start open mics. I would be miserable, dude.
Right.
Miserable.
But you can find a different Tuesday night bar to go to and then go right
I
back.
guess. I mean, but some people don't want to. Some people are creatures like some regular, you know, it's like turf wars, dude, for regulars at bars. You know?
Yeah, I get that.
And so like, I mean, I had a lady, I was telling her the other day, a lady threw a high heel at me there one time. I'm pretty sure I caught it. And that
Nice.
shit was tight as fuck. Yeah. Nothing makes you feel you're like, yeah,
Miss bitch.
Got you, man. Throw it back at her. Yeah, I don't know. I've had quite a few.
The worst one I ever had was Canucks.
Mm-hmm. That's Louisville also, right?
Yeah, it was Zach Sprung's before he passed away, and then it was just a conglomerate of all the comics that would just volunteer for it. But they had a dude that was there every week, and he hated us. And I think he was always staying in the Red Roof Inn that was attached, which is great.
Yeah.
But he had a saying where he would just constantly say, "Put a quarter in and you'll hear me sing." But he said it constantly. Every comic heard it. And he was talking shit. And I had a beer or two, and I just like, oh, well, I'll put $1 in, we'll dance. And then he tried to get on stage and give me the microphone. And I was like, oh God.
Yeah, that shit's scary. I did, one time in Denton. All right, well, and she's a friend of mine now, but her and her husband are like some of my favorite people now. They're very funny. But we used to do these shows in Denton. It was called Convenience Comedy, and it was there's like it's a convenience store next to Fry Street that also had like sold like craft beer growlers and had a little bar in it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So we used to perform. We'd set up seats and perform right in front of those like coolers with all the drinks. And we called it convenient comedy. And people would watch in a convenience store. And we set up little foldable chairs. People would walk behind you grabbing a Red Bull while you're performing. You know?
That's fucking awesome.
It was tight. It was fun as fuck. I was getting heckled as fuck by this like white lady with a pixie cut.
It's always a fucking
pink hair. What's up, Liz? She's tight as fuck now, but at the time she was pissing me the fuck off. And I said, "Oh, you think this is so easy? Come up here and do it." And I gave her the mic, like, "Oh hell yeah, this bitch about to bomb." She fucking crushed. She did so good.
She'd been waiting her whole.
It was the worst experience of my life, and I was fighting up there. You know, I'm like, "Oh, I'm a professional. I've been doing this 3 years." And I'm like, "Hey, bitch, how about you come do it?" And she just railed into me, and they loved it. And I was like, "I'm never fucking doing that again."
She's been waiting her whole life for that moment.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Funny enough, as much as I love Denton has been the place, or Denton areas have been some of the worst people. Like,
yeah,
that, I
for
guess
audiences.
That's where
what shows though? You know,
and when I say this, it's nothing on them, but the worst one I ever had was Graffiti Pasta.
Yeah, those can be rough.
That one was
because I mean they were so new. The one people running it and they're cool, but there's like they don't have a curated audience yet. It's a lot of barking on the stream. You're like, "Hey, do you want to come down and watch this comedy show?" I'm pretty sure if it wasn't packed, people started. I've got a little weird buzz in me. Yeah, hell yeah.
Is the AC unit still on?
I don't know what that buzz is. I need to troubleshoot it.
No, I got it. Hell yeah. But they don't have a curated audience. There's a lot of barking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And pulling people down in there.
Well, and I'll give him this. It wasn't the audience whatsoever. It was just this one guy. And the people upstairs at Graffiti Pasta kicked him out of the bar because he was too drunk downstairs. What the fuck?
Because they hated the comedy shows. That's why. Honestly, that's a solid business model, dude. Sabotage it from the inside out.
Go to the basement.
He was a sleeper cell. That's a psyop, dude. That guy worked there. They're like, "Sir, get out. We hate you. Go down. No, not out there. Down there."
We'll see you later, Jim. Bye. But yeah, he came downstairs, immediately sat in the front row, sat through a minute of my set, fell asleep. I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Honestly, that's better than heckling. Maybe, I don't know. Can everyone see him sleeping?
Oh,
Was he like in the front sleeping?
Yeah, and I made it worse because I was the one that addressed it. But like, I wasn't an asshole. I was just like, is he asleep? Is he okay?
Is he dead?
And that's what I said. Is he dead? And then he woke back up. I was like, oh, hey, buddy.
Hecklers, dude, it can get scary too, man. All right, Arlington Improv. I said white ladies. This lady, it was this big black lady, and this one I kind of started, and she hated me. She was wearing a big purple dress. and she kept going at me, and I called her a sour grape.
It's not as bad. I was thinking Barney.
In the room, oh, that would have been good. The room went off though, but then she did this thing where she goes, "Okay, I'll see you outside," and like started. She's like, "I'm gonna call my people." Like,
no.
I was like, "Yeah," I was like, not the whole fucking.
Yeah, I've heard that a couple times in my life. 90% of the time, it's from white kids that are just talking shit.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, I'll believe it though.
Well, the white kids, they call their black friends. That's what it is. Like I remember, that's a numbers game at that point, dude. You know, kids in the suburbs do. When white kids are about to fight, they always just brought their one black friend, which is so fucked, you know. And the black friend never fights, but it's just you're like, you know,
he's the sweetest guy.
Yeah, exactly.
He's just a black guy.
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't even know why he's there. He's like, I thought we were going to get Chick-fil-A, man. What are we doing?
He said on you. You're like, this first real quick.
I got to knock something out real quick.
We got to take care of something.
Yeah.
So I did want to ask, you used to run a podcast through, was it at Hyenas through Hyenas, or would you just do it at Hyenas?
I mean, I obviously went to Randy and them and asked for permission, but
Right.
it was like our podcast at Hyenas. Yeah.
Are you still running that podcast?
No, we did it during the mic on Thursdays, and it was me and Richie, and then JP. We'd get JP on every episode, but also JP would help us like get our guests and stuff. So
Yeah.
you know, it was during the open mic in the not in the red room, in the blue room where there's no stage, right? So. You know, we'd pull on audience members that were there, comics that were there.
I remember there was a lot of fun nights where there was just like people that were rightfully leaving the red room, leaving the mic that was going on there, and they would come out. And
we made
just hang out with
made
y'all.
that play. I will suck my own dick here, and we made that open mic night a lot cooler. Like,
Yeah.
by that, like people.
It was the last time there was a real good hang at the open. I mean, now the term hang has changed so much because there hasn't been a hang like what Hyenas used to be on Thursday nights.
Yeah, and that's right. And also, Hyenas on Wednesdays in Dallas used to be really good. And it's not a dog on Hyenas. People just find there's so many clubs out here, man. You know,
and
so
it's
many,
so much time. Like things are gonna change over time.
Yeah, exactly. And they always have. Management is always. I mean, I've seen. Not just at Hyenas, at so many clubs. There, you know, I've seen probably 10 different managers in so many places. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
it's a hard job. Like staff cycles through. You know, a lot of those people will leave that club and go work at another club. You know, like it's a weird clusterfuck. You know, it's very comedies on a business side is very incestual in that way. You know,
Right. But it was one of the few places doing it correctly in that like at Addison will do this too, but they had comics working there.
yeah.
Which that's how I worked there for 3 months.
I mean, John
but-
Brown and Shiva used to work at the Plano Hyenas. You know, they were like the cooks. So if people didn't show up, they'd take off the fucking apron and go do a set.
Right.
And
That was the way.
tight. That is tight. But also, there's like it makes it hard for other. I don't know. It kind of takes all your time. You're only ever there. You know what I mean? On the off chance you get to perform. It is a good thing for some people, you know, like but see, then you got like door guy at like the Mothership or Comedy Store and shit like that. And it's like, those are, you know, it's a similar thing, right? You know, but you're also getting it at a different level. I do think working at a club is a good thing, but you also just, you know, you're giving away a lot of time that you could also be doing shows at other places, you know?
Is Mothership door guy, is that like a reputable position to have? Like, is it actually like a...
I mean, all those people are doing pretty good. You know,
They
Casey
actually
Rocket
get the
was for a
spots.
while.
Okay, yeah.
Tony Casillas, Liz.
Adam Lucky was one, right?
Adam
Or is one?
Lucky's one.
I just got to see his set this past weekend last Thursday at Jacob's show, and he had one fucking joke that made me laugh so hard. Look up a picture of Adam Lucky and follow him at home. He's very funny, but he had a joke where he's a weird looking dude. Oh,
Was
you
it
were
the
there.
last guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has a joke where,
Long hair.
Yeah.
I have a daughter, and I grew up with her, she grew up with me looking like this, so she's gonna trust dudes that look like me.
That's so good. That's
I was
so
just
fucking funny.
cackling in the fucking back.
That's so good. I love Adam. Yeah, but they all get good spots, you know, because I'm pretty sure they do door like shows,
Right.
like, for the staff and stuff.
That
So
like I don't know why we
it's
don't
very
have that
Comedy
anymore here.
Stores. I don't know, because I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
It used to be like that back in the day, right? Where like it was almost like a rite of passage. Like the door guy starts getting sets,
I mean,
and then
I never knew about that here, but yeah, like the
Yeah.
Comedy Store, that was like the first
Yeah.
place to kind of do it like that. That's why Rogan's doing it like
Yeah.
that, you know,
Yeah.
which I think is smart. It curates a good environment for your audience if it's ran by comics, if your security's comics, if your door people, like the people that get it, you know what I mean?
Right.
Because I've been around like room security at some clubs that like they never done comedy, or they don't understand when to, like, you know, Jacob was telling me at one club, I'm not going to name names, that one of the door guys or security guys one time asked him, should I take, like, a person was heckling and asked Jacob if he should take care of it. It's like, you just have to know to do it. And first off, I will say I'd never wanted that job ever in my fucking life. It sucked. I had to do it one time. I think it was for Hyenas. I think it was. I was already there, just hanging out, and they offered to pay me because they didn't have whatever. But it sucks so bad. Like, first off, you gotta like basically let them know you mean business, but you have to whisper. Hey, can you please be very quiet? You know, it's fucking insane.
I know I'm whispering right now, but please take everything I have.
And then they're always like, "What?" You know, and you're making it worse.
No, okay,
you're like, all right, yeah. So, and people get pissed, dude. People will, you know.
Well, and they can look at me and know that, like, by my face, I'm not in charge.
Yeah.
There's 2 more appearances from me until the guy that's in charge is coming. So
that's
they've
what
got
I mean.
some
You
time.
have to like stand on business, but also like I don't want to be doing this. You know, I really wish you would just shut the fuck up so we don't have to have this conversation.
Yeah,
you know?
I don't even care. It's just other people are looking at you.
Yeah, and it's my job to tell you.
Right.
You know?
I toned you out as soon as you sat down. Yeah. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. No, the door guy thing is, I think it's a pretty reputable thing. I mean, most of those mothership people have not left that role, like, and I'm not like for a reason. They're staying there because it's created a lot of opportunities. So that was what a lot of people were saying before the mothership. Like, it was a big talk of like getting to Austin before it's too late. It's not too late now. There's still so much shit going on, but getting those spots were, you know what I mean?
Well, everyone that's saying it's too late, they're just the people that aren't good enough yet. I'll even say that.
Yeah.
There are some people that are definitely going there that will never be good enough, but
it's weird. Moving is just weird in general. Like, you know, I'm 10 years in, but like now you move to a bigger market because of your experience. But then when you move somewhere, especially a scene as big as Austin, like, you're still the new guy. So like, I'm a 10-year open micer right now.
Yeah, you're restarting.
Which is insane. 10-year open micer, I don't know, it's like being the best athlete in the Special Olympics, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, you might as well be holding a piece of paper that says I am 12. Like,
yeah, exactly.
It's nothing.
Exactly.
You're playing Little League.
Straight up. And that's been a hard curve, like learning curve for me, you know, because like when you move, you're so excited to be there. You see old friends there and you're like, hey, I finally moved out here. And like, they're probably not excited because they're on their 700th day of living in a scene like that, which can be a beating, you know?
Yeah.
I had to like realize my bad, but I had to like have the self-awareness to be like, you're not the main character. Maybe they're just having a bad day. Just because you're excited you moved here doesn't mean on their 700th day of living here, they're having the best time.
Right.
It's not new to them anymore.
And someone who's your friend, you probably both think each other are funny. So he's probably looking at it as like, that's my friend Joey, but it's also another piece of competition.
Yeah.
Like, that's one less spot I could probably
out
get.
there is so competitive.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, from what I've heard, it's like, even at the open mics, it's mostly just comics in the audience because they're waiting to go up or not even getting on. So they're not even looking at you, let alone laughing.
I will say, while there is competition, like, the people that aren't fucking, it's because that's such a retarded mindset. It doesn't make sense. Like, there's so much work in comedy. There's shit for everyone to eat, but everyone wants to eat at Rogan's table, you know. And that's where or at the Creek's table, you know. But like, there's so much work in this industry in general. But it's like the real ones, dude. The people that you can tell are good comics and kind of get it. Like, if you do good in front of them at the open mic, you can tell they're like hyped because you see so much bad out there too, dude. There's very, very good comedy out there, and there is some of the worst comedy. I mean, it's just, how can we say retarded and gay, like, and sneaking in with no nuance, no fun. It's just
it always feels like one bad set is equivalent to 3 good sets. Like, to get out of it sometimes.
What do you mean?
Like, you got to dig sometimes.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I've been on a show, whenever it was, where like the first 3 guys that came up, they were the new guys on, and you're like, oh, cool, they get an opportunity.
Yeah.
But because they're the new guys, whether their jokes are good or bad, they don't have the confidence, so no one's up there laughing at what they're saying because they're shaking.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, well, I'm the next up after these guys.
They're
I'm
terrified.
not saying I'm anything, but I'm 2 years in, so I gotta really dig this one out. And then I'll get nervous a little bit, and then at the same time I don't care. But if I don't dig that out, maybe that's like the final thing making the show not do well.
Yeah.
Because at a certain point,
it applies some pressure to you.
Yeah. Anyone can make a crowd pop, but a crowd can also get real tired real fast and just not give it up.
Yeah, which happens when there's a lot of comedians on lineups, or, you know.
Yeah.
It gets rough.
Yeah, the turnover makes people fucking so tired.
And I get it. I mean, it makes it seem longer than it even actually is. You know, if you have fucking 5-10 minute sets, people feel like they've seen a whole show, and that's only 50 minutes of a show right there, you know?
And getting
you still
people
have at least 40 minutes of this show left.
Yeah, and getting people to ask to clap, you might as well.
Man.
Yeah.
Have you hosted at a club yet? Have you gotten to host?
No, not at like the bigger clubs. Someone like Noah's let me guest host for him.
Nice.
And I've been starting to do, like, I hosted for Jacob when he was doing Fort Brewery, but that's closed down since, sadly. And I just started doing my own show at the side room at DCC. So Yeah, we just did our second one this past
Getting
Saturday.
those hosting chops down are important. You know, like I was even telling her earlier when we were on the way up here about like some of the people I know that are some of the funniest people in the world. They just can't host. They're so autistic or so not personable, or they just like honestly don't give a fuck. You know, there's like, but it's a very important like skill set, and it's very important for the show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to run it at a certain pace. You got to get everything right. You got to keep the energy up, you know, like it's the most important role of a show is the host, you know?
Right. Yeah. Cause you got to kick it off and start it. Like
which applies pressure because then you have to bomb too, for the most part. A lot of hosts, you're biting the bullet. Like unless they're a hot audience already, you have to get, yes, exactly. You have to get them going or die by it, you know?
Yeah.
And then there's all these rules, right? Like there's clubs, most headliners don't want their opener like doing crowd work, you know, because then you're taking away all the crowd work from potentially the headliner. A lot of clubs for a while, I don't know why I never got in trouble with this. It was supposed to be like you're basically supposed to be clean, like even at Hyenas,
like
you
PG-13 clean or clean?
PG-13 clean, like you know, like not fuck, not cum, not dick stuff, you know.
Right, but you can slip in a shit if it's not too much.
Yeah, like as long as you're not just leaning on cursing. But like, I mean, dude, I don't know. When I hosted, I did that shit. But also, if you get laughs, you get laughs. Just as long as you're not like if it's a clean headliner, you can't do that because once you say come and they laugh, that's all they want. You now know that's a room full of fucking perverts. You know, they don't want to hear you talking about like airplane food or whatever the fuck clean comedians do.
You know, the host shouldn't really be finding what's making the crowd laugh. Like that sounds dumb, and I might even be wrong and disagreeing with myself as I say that, but like. The feature should be up there figuring out, like, oh, they like the darker stuff. Oh, they like the dirtier stuff. And the thing is,
most hosts, you're right to some degree, because, I mean, the other audience are still going to watch the host or the other comics, and they can gauge what they're going to laugh at from that. The feature, yes, sets up the headliner more.
Yeah.
But a lot of hosts, too, they don't have enough material to, like, if you're hosting, man, for the most part, you're like, you know, I remember I had, like, 10 minutes. They're telling me 15. You're stretching. You're pulling shit out that's, like, not, I mean, dude, I bombed so much as a host when I first started, you know, and I was an okay comic, but like, you know, Plano Hyenas used to be the roughest fucking room ever. I remember hosting one time for Slade Ham, and he's a Houston comic. Slade's a boy. Like a boy, like a dog. Not I assumed you thought he's a Slade the lady Slade.
He's a small child.
Slade,
he's 8.
Slade Ham. Yeah, and so Plano Hyenas, the back of the stage, there was like an alley back there.
Right.
And sometimes you could hear like people taking out the trash because it was in a strip mall. So like from other restaurants, you know, you could hear the noises back there. If you were bombing, you're going to fucking hear it. And I was eating a goddamn dick. And I remember like some noise happened and I like everyone looked and I couldn't even think of anything funny to say. I was like, oh yeah, sorry guys, that was my Ghost Riders back there. And a guy yells out, yeah, killing themselves. I'm like, fuck, dude.
God damn it.
That was the worst fucking yeah, dude. So hosting, man, I mean, you're fun. Like, I don't know. I wasn't ready, but you have to do it too. You know what I mean? Like, I remember the first time Butch Lord, who used to book the Hyenas Room, asked me if I could host 15 clean, and I told him no, I couldn't.
Yeah.
And I had to wait another year to get that opportunity to be asked. A lot of people were like, why the fuck didn't you do it? A lot of people were like, oh, that was a good choice. I still don't know to this day. Things happen for whatever reason, I guess.
Right.
But yeah, I told him no. I remember that specifically, and I probably could have done it.
I think if this was like the 80s, 90s, you saying that would have been a bad decision. But since there's so many comics, it's such high saturation. You saying that, and then let me take that back. Had you said, yeah, I can do 15 minutes clean.
Yeah.
And with this many comics in the scene, had you not done that, he would have said, oh, give anyone else a chance.
Right, for sure. And it's the whole, I mean, I would have, if I was bombing that bad a year later, like, it would have been a fucking nightmare.
Right, but back, if this was like the 80s, 90s where there were 100 comics, you lie. You lie and say you can't.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, for sure. It's a strange fucking, the growth of comedy is just so strange in general, like as a comic, you know what I mean? Like, how you can get from, like, you know, I used to fucking want to throw up before I go on stage, you know. Now, I don't know if it's a problem. I don't really get nervous. Like, and it's not because I'm cocky or full of myself. I feel like it's because I've experienced so much bad that it can't get worse than hearing your Ghost Riders are killing yourselves and having the whole room laugh. The whole room died harder than they did at any of my shit, you know.
Did you ever listen to Patton Oswalt?
Like in like stand up wise.
Yeah, like his albums.
Yeah.
He had one album where he was talking about like
I probably don't remember them, but
he had one joke where he's like, from the very beginning, I was set to just always move up better because my first show, I walked out on stage and some dude in the crowd like affirmingly said faggot. No, it wasn't even a heckle. He's just like, this is a faggot, and he's coming on to tell us jokes.
I have to have more. If I really sat and thought about like I've had some wild shit said. I can be unlikable sometimes, and people will let me know they don't like me. You know.
Yeah.
I've also had some fun interactions. You know, I've done like shows at strip clubs, and I once got an applause break by the stripper clapping her ass. That was it was an Oak Cliff. It was this big black lady named White China, like heroin. And
The first one's free.
yeah, I forgot who ran that show, but we were doing it on the stage, like the fucking. There's a stripper pole right there. You know, I caught myself at one point doing the like how I do it with the wall. I was like, oh no, gross.
Were you up there with the strippers while they were up there?
No, they were in the audience while it wasn't very. It was like it was like a Wednesday night. There's nobody there except for strippers and comedians.
They're thankful the comedians are up there because it's just all the strippers.
Well,
with
they
the
can
C-section
relate.
scars.
It's a very similar. A stripper and a comedian are not that far apart.
God,
you know,
no.
you're showing your ass to the fucking public. That's what it is. It's
right.
very.
You got to be as fucking open as possible.
Except strippers actually make money. That's the difference.
Yeah.
Even the bad ones do well.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there's shows I still don't know if I'll ever get paid for.
The Earl Campbell one. I wasn't even around for that one, but I heard the lore
You know
of
that's
that
crazy.
one.
Okay, so Earl, that guy, yeah, he did that show. He didn't pay anybody, and then he disappeared from the face of the earth. Right?
Yeah.
What's funny is he paid me because I was aggressive as fuck. I was like, he drove all the way to Denton, brought me my money, and sat for a little bit and briefly talked, and then he told me he had just gotten over COVID. I got COVID that next fucking day. So while I got paid, the boy still gave me COVID, dude. I'm like, fuck this guy.
I would have rather not got paid. You fucking asshole.
He was funny too. He could have not been a dumbass, and that's crazy, dude. To like run a show, not pay anybody, and then just disappear.
Yeah.
You could just confront him and be like, "Yo, I'll get you back" or something.
And what did he make? $200?
I don't fucking know. Dude.
$200 to disappear forever.
Yeah, I forgot what he was charging for that. That's so funny, dude. God damn. Yeah, he gave me COVID. That motherfucker, dude. I was like, well, I did get paid, but
How much did he pay you?
oh, I think I was one of the headliners in one of the later parts of the show, so I think it was like 100, maybe 100, maybe. I don't know. Why am I telling you this? It's incriminating. It was $1 million. It was $200. It was all the money he made.
I'm just trying to see if the COVID was worth it.
Well, but now I'm realizing I probably took other people's money, and that's why I got the universe works in mysterious ways, boys.
This whole time, you just forgot that he told you to pay everyone else.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
just got the
right,
full
yeah.
lump sum because you were the aggressive
Yeah,
one.
no, he never fucking told me that. But that's so funny, dude. I forgot about Earl. He had only done it for like a month or two. People liked
really?
him. He wasn't around a long time. Like
That's so funny.
he had maybe 6 months out here before he fucking disappeared off the face. Imagine like not paying like 4 people $20 and like then you have to delete your Facebook over $80 of debt you're in. You know
That's such a con. That's
Yeah.
such a long con.
that's
Just
crazy.
city
And
to
it's
city.
not even worthwhile.
formulate enough of an open mic presence to where you can run your own show.
In the red room. Yeah.
Get $200, pay one guy, and
Yep.
then leave.
Yep. And the club can't do shit. It's up to you to pay them. You know what I mean?
Oh, it was one of those where you rented the room.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
okay.
think it's like $150 or something to rent the red room, or I don't know. You don't have to like pay it forward. You can take it out of ticket sales. I don't know. I forgot how it works.
Fair
But
enough.
it's damn Earl Campbell, bro.
That's so okay. So this is a random question I ask a lot of people when they come on. What was your first concert you ever went to?
You know, I don't even know if I remember the first concert I ever went to. That's crazy. First concert I ever fucking went to.
I think the first one I went to, and it was my choice, was that fucking Wu-Tang and Nas and Busta.
That's tight.
But the first one
But
I got
like
taken
how many
to,
of the Wu-Tang members were there?
Old Dirty wasn't.
Yeah, exactly.
shit.
Yeah.
I
And
think it
some of
was
them just
everyone
don't show
but
up.
Method Man showed up for the second half of it.
Yeah.
Uh,
I would have to think so hard, dude, on my first.
my first one that I got taken to was my parents took me to Kiss and Def Leppard. And just for being the angsty
that's
kid I
tight.
was, it was pretty fucking fun.
Oh, actually, probably my first was Tom Petty because my dad's
Oh,
my
that's
dad,
fucking
no
rad.
shit.
dude. My dad is a so my dad's insane about Tom Petty. My dad
Okay.
is the biggest and I will stand on that business. So my dad,
It's not a bad one to have.
no, yeah, he's cool as fuck. He's a cool dad. My dad and my brother, you know, I like Tom Petty, but my dad and brother, that was like their thing, like hard as fuck.
Right.
So this is like he would get tickets for every single every Texas show.
Mm-hmm.
Like they would go to Houston, they go to they followed him around the state.
They became the Grateful Dead.
Basically, yes,
heads
they
of
became
it.
deadheads of Tom Petty, you know, which
They were the Heartbreakers.
is really sad when you think about think about where he is now. But what happened? Okay, so he would like every Dallas show. You know, he'd invite all their friends, you know, like you know, bring your girlfriends, bring your everyone, you know what I mean? Like we would have like 20 people go to fucking Jexa or Gexa or whatever it was at the time, you know, to go see Tom Petty. But what my dad would do, it's like his Tom Petty autism is crazy because he'd burn everyone like 4 different CDs with what he thinks the 4 potential sets that Tom Petty could do were. And he would type, like he's inside the little CD sleeve, he would type out what the song is, why it's in this order, what it means, you know, like dude, a very detailed, you know, like intense. Like my dad and brother, they like Tom Petty's one of his first big shows was at this, I guess, really old theater venue in New York, right?
Right.
And close before his death, like when he was getting old, he like randomly added, did that show. Like he wasn't doing a lot of shows. So my dad and brother specifically went because they thought it was gonna be the last time Tom Petty ever performed. Like that's how deep. My dad. This is the cool part. At the last time he ever saw Tom Petty in Dallas. So Tom Petty plays "Don't Come Around Here No More," I think, and then he always comes out with a fucking top hat. The guy loves his goddamn fucking costumes, you know. And so after that song, he keeps a treasure chest of all his clothes up there. This fucking flamboyant Tom Petty.
Can't be worse than Corey Feldman.
I mean, no, that's just sad. But he takes the top hat off always and puts it in the chest, then plays the next song, right? The last time my dad ever saw him, before he died, Tom Petty paused, turned around, threw the hat in the audience. My dad has Tom Petty's top hat in his office, and and they have their, you know, he has a whole shrine of it. What's really funny is my little brother. I wasn't at this show. Honestly, it got to a point. It's like, Dad, it's like going to Disney World 10 times. It's like I'm too old for Tom Petty.
Even the one time he played like the not mainstream song, I know him.
Yeah, I've like it's a very privileged thing to say. I've seen Tom Petty so much I didn't need to go anymore. I was like, you guys are going away. I'm gonna use the house to smoke weed in, you know,
Right,
or something.
of course.
You know, priorities. But there was a picture of my brother on this Tom Petty Facebook group, right? Of him holding the top hat on the subway or the train ride on the way back home. And these old people are just shitting on my little brother, dude. Like, this kid doesn't know what the fuck he has. He's not even old. It's like, you know, like it was like a whole group of Tom Petty fans just bullying the fuck out of him, dude. It was insane. Someone offered them like $5,000 in cash on the spot or something for the hat.
Oh,
you know, my dad,
no fucking way.
That's so funny. I went to an Aaron Watson concert, and I'm not even the biggest country or Aaron Watson fan.
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah.
I like old country. I don't really know.
He's a girl country artist.
Okay.
But I would think we
What
got
does that
free
mean?
tickets.
Oh, 4 girls?
Yeah, like very radio.
Yeah.
And we went, and I really just wanted to go because it was at Texas Live when they first started doing concerts. And I caught a pic, and I remember this dude walked up. He's like, "I'll give you $100 right now," but he was too close to my face, so I just said, "No, fuck you." Like, I'm a big Aaron Watson fan, and then I lost it immediately. God damn it. Just because I'm an asshole, I didn't make any money.
You should have taken advantage while you had it, dude.
I know.
Texas Live rules. I love that.
It's fun. I got to see the Toadies there too. That was awesome.
I've never been to a concert there. That's crazy. I didn't know they did it like that.
I haven't seen them like have any other concerts recently, but like
I never got to see the Toadies. The Toadies were always 21 and up when I was like a kid. Like they would always play it. They would always play it like bars, you know, like in Dallas and shit.
They were.
I remember
21,
me and my dad used to want to go all the time, and I couldn't get into Toadie concerts at the time in high school.
They were 21 and up when we went and saw them. I just went with my parents because my parents were like, I like them, but that was their music, and they just played it in the car.
Rubberneck rules, bro. That album, it goes so fucking hard.
And I think it's like that album and one other album.
Yeah, but also then when you really, it's the other one with the fucking like devil on it or something. Yeah. But then you listen to the lyrics.
It's fucking
You're like, this
dark.
guy's a creep, dude.
That Tyler's bad.
Possum Kingdom is literally just about stalking a woman at her lake house and then raping her on the dock. That's what that song is about. And we were all,
the guitar is so great.
I'm like, fuck yeah, this goes so hard. And then I was old enough to start listening. I was like, oh my God, dude, chill, bro.
It's like,
and yet, there's 2 women in the band.
wait, really?
Yeah,
I didn't even notice that.
Look them up. I think right. Or there's at least one.
They must.
There's 2 women in Smashing Pumpkins. So they have a woman bassist. A lady bassist.
Todd, Taz, Casey.
Just look at the images.
Yeah, go to images.
Lisa bass guitar. Lisa Umbarger. See, they be changing now, dude. Though I don't know which is the. Look up Lisa Umbarger. Because that's what the. Oh, look, there she is in the old. So the old picture, the new. She's not in the new, right? That's her in the blonde.
She looks like Kim's Wadsworth. Why can't you zoom in? On
Just type in, do the Lisa thing, I guess. But yeah, that's her.
Lisa, yeah.
Yeah, dude. And the Stars jersey, yeah. She looks like every female comedian ever, dude. That looks like every female comedian. I do not want to listen to their set.
Yeah.
And not Kim. Kim's cool.
Kim's honestly so fucking funny.
Yeah, I fuck with Kim hard.
She's busted my balls so many times when she would still go to
Kim's cool as
1851 in Twilight.
Kim's cool as fuck.
I miss Twilight too. She looks. This looks like they're about to start making a lesbian-run Ink Master. Oh man, but no, that was a fun concert because I'd also get to sneak away because it was 21 and up when the whole place is 21 up for the night we went, but because I got in with my parents, they just let me run around the whole thing.
Yeah.
And up in the top bar,
you were that motherfucker. Well, they're at a concert. They don't give a
I
fuck.
was like 18, so
yeah.
I was 18 and fat, so like they couldn't tell.
What does that mean?
Like I was
If
just
you're fat, you're 21.
Yeah, I was stretched out. Like
Yeah.
I looked older.
You look like a bloated, like you've been drinking already.
Someone called me sir. Like it was just.
That's
it was
wild.
Yeah.
Have you always had a beard, like facial? Did you have facial hair at 18?
I got
like
it
that?
quick. I got the shitty facial hair,
Yeah.
but it was.
I
Enough
still
to
have
where...
the shitty facial hair, and I'm 34.
Nah, you got regular facial hair. Like,
no,
that's...
I can't get here, dude. I can't get here. I can get the neck.
I don't think most people can. I think that's
all right,
the thing.
well, I appreciate it, dude. I'm fucking holding out. I'm hoping. All right.
Well, I got lucky because my dad had great facial hair, but he also went bald at 20. So.
Yeah, that's happening to me for sure. My hairline's going back. Luckily, I have a good shape.
It's all here now. Yeah, like it's the old joke. Like it moves from the top of your head to your shoulders. I'm like, nah, it's not gonna happen to me.
Yep. I haven't gotten the shoulder. I don't have much crazy fucking body hair, but I'm losing the hair on the. Yeah, I'm just losing hair everywhere. That's what.
I had chest hair early. Like I remember.
See, I barely got any, dog. Like that guy. Like a little,
just a little bit.
yeah,
but like,
yeah, you're not. Yeah.
I had a coach pointed out, like, Bailey, you should button that up.
Yeah.
Like, oh, God, okay.
I mean, you're not fucking like Sean Connery. That's some chest hair. Fucking Burt Reynolds chest hair, dude.
Oh yeah.
Look at that, dude. This is the gayest thing we'll do here.
Oh, act like we haven't done it
if you
before.
boys want to come real quick, dude. Burt Reynolds, that's a man, dude.
We are at hour 10 now.
Okay.
Yeah.
This will be one of those. I remember my friend Darian had a Persian rug of a fucking chest hair, and he would always talk about how much of a pain in the ass it was when he came in it. I was like, dude,
look at that, bro.
You just don't have to do that.
That's a dog right there, dude.
That's
good looking
does he
guy.
Suck? Did he do anything fucking awful? Was he always?
I hope not.
Yeah.
Thankfully, he smoked cigarettes, so he died earlier too.
Yeah, before
anything bad could happen.
Well, they cancel dead people now, though.
That's fucking gay.
That's insane, dude. Like, what is the point of that?
Just so his kids feel bad? Fuck off.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, this is like
Look
OG.
at that. What is that here?
Longest yard.
Literally just 16 pictures of Burt Reynolds' chest hair. Of course, it's a BuzzFeed. Which Burt
is it
Reynolds
Amazon?
chest hair are you? I thought I said okay. Look what the cat dragged in. This is insane. All right, we're done.
I can't do it anymore.
We're done. My lady's here, dude.
I'm gonna even take it away.
Control Alt Delete.
God damn.
It doesn't want you to leave.
Well, fucking old Blake here uses Bing, and it's on Bing. Apparently, it's a lot quicker to get to porn. You just type in one wrong thing, and it doesn't even like.
Why do you use it, Blake?
This is quick to get to porn.
Yeah, exactly.
Every once in a while, I'll take my head out of the window and I'll see that this light is on. And I'm like, oh, Blake's doing something in the middle of the night. But we were on the first episode today, and we typed in something. I just mistyped one thing. Oh.
No, it was Zelensky playing the piano with his penis.
Apparently, President Zelensky played the piano with his penis, and we were trying to look at. Apparently, we were trying to look it up, and it was just
I'm pretty
so
sure
much
they wiped
porn.
that.
Dude, there was just way more black cocks than there was.
There's
like,
Zelensky's white little white fucking thing.
A couple gay porns, a lot of black porn.
Yeah.
A lot of, for Zelensky, too.
But black porn is straight as hell, dude. You don't find gay black porn.
No, you just find bad angles.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of butthole
It's
shots.
like when you see those like the Tubi movies, you know? Have you ever scrolled through Tubi and found like the hood section where it's just like these? Because anyone can put out a movie on Tubi. We can make one and put it out, you know? And it's you find the like, you know, black hood directors, like the ones that it'll always be like, you know, about like drug dealing or something.
They're trying to do their best Guy
The
Ritchie.
covers look insane.
Yeah.
Is there any way to scroll through Tubi here, dude? Let's find those movies.
I had a teacher in film school. His name was Arthur Muhammad, and he just a bunch of those movies.
Yeah.
Like,
they're insane.
yeah.
It's some of the funniest.
Like Sweet Justice.
Yeah.
Of course, they have Blue Beetle. That movie fucking sucked.
These
It's just
aren't even
all...
teachers. Look at Teacher's Pet. Shit, girl. A young man, dude. So this is about rape. A young man and his teacher enter into an inappropriate relationship with deadly consequences.
It's like a Toadies song.
Death by child molestation. Fangirl. Look at Fangirl.
Yeah, her hands
These are,
on her pussy.
The wife and her secret. These are insane, dude.
What is happening?
I forgot what I was referencing when I brought these up, but you boys are talking about wanting to come, so there you go. If you want to watch The Wife and Her Secret, and then it's White Chicks.
I guess I'm watching
the best one.
Yeah. I guess I'm watching Tubi tonight.
Yeah, it's like going on Netflix and finding all the Bollywood movies. You just come to Tubi to find all the black movies.
Yeah, this is I one time scrolled through all these, but I could never find myself watching them.
Cool, a new My Cousin Vinny.
There we go.
Oh wait, no, it's the old one. Okay. Joe Pesci didn't look like Joe Pesci.
Just a black version of My Cousin Vinny. my cousin Vinny.
Vinzo.
Vinny, my cuz. Black My Cousin Vinny would be so good. I'd watch the fuck out of that.
My Cousin Alonzo.
Superfly, not Superfly. It's super.
Why does this black dude have white hair? How do they show that for that long?
It's like Black Mikey B. Fucking Pompadour.
All right, I don't want to watch the movie.
Yeah, we're gonna get another copyright strike for ripping a shitty Tubi movie.
You get sued by Tubi, dude. That's
Fuck.
That's sad.
Of all the places we got Tubi ripped.
Yeah.
But at that point, will you go ahead and plug up your social media so people can find you at home?
It's at Let Joey Cook. LETJOEY Cook. Let Joey Cook.
Hell yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming
I
out.
appreciate you, man.
Thanks.
Ruled.
It's fun, man.
I want to come back and do it when I'm back in town.
Hell yeah, we got to
definitely.
get everyone back. And we're also doing radio stuff, so hopefully
Nice.
at some point we get a road trip pod in. We get to come down to Austin if you're around. We'd love to have you.
Absolutely. I will be.
Other than that, if you want to follow me at pbailey_comedy and Dingbat District Pod on Instagram and TikTok, we post a new episode every Tuesday and new clips every single day, so make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss out. Blake, do you have anything to promote? All right. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Bye.